Hi, this is Darren Pfeiffer from the band Goldfinger, and you're watching Punkvideosrock.com.
Hey guys, Rob here at Punkvideosrock.com, hanging out at the Warped Tour kickoff with Darren of the band Goldfinger. How's it going? And it's a pleasure to actually sit down here with you.
It's a pleasure to meet you as well. Thanks for having me on your amazing show. It's great. Thank you.
What's going on in preparation for Warped Tour right now?
Goldfinger are rehearsing for 12 hours every day from now until the beginning of Warped Tour. Every single day, 7 days a week, right 12 hours all the way until we're ready. It's crazy, man.
That is nuts.
Yeah, it's going to be nuts. Like, we got a crazy half an hour set.
You guys have families or anything?
No, we'll probably rehearse a little bit before the show, but John Feldman, the singer at Goldfinger, is extremely busy producing. He's always in the studio with up-and-coming bands and artists and writing and recording these acts. So it's actually very difficult to get the guy out of his own band. To go, hey, like, we have to shake him and go, dude, let's play a show. Let's be a band and play a show. He's like, oh, and he goes, oh my God, yeah, I'm in Goldfinger. I should probably play a show. And we're like, Warped Tour, awesome. So, he's busy, like, literally the guy worked, no joke, 7 days a week with all the bands he's working on and A&Ring. So when Warp came up, we were thrilled because we love Kevin, we love the brand, the Warp brand, and it gives us a chance to get on the road and play in front of fans that normally would not see us.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's a win-win-win.
What does Warped Tour mean to Goldfinger?
Oh man, I was there for the very first Warped Tour. I mean, we're not Goldfinger anymore, we're Oldfinger. Come on. Like,
your years are counted with every Warped Tour.
Time goes on, counting the days, no pun. You know, like, we're a bit older now and we're a lot more mature, and seeing Warped Tour grow from what it was originally, like with No Doubt and Sublime starting it off, and now where it is now, it's an amazing brand, and to be part of it is a thrill because it's like one of the premier tours every single year. And it's great. You could go on stage at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, or you can go on stage at 8 o'clock in the evening, and you're on in a half an hour and you're off. And next thing you know, you're having beers with people, you're going to barbecues. The camaraderie on the tour is amazing. It's a blast. I can't wait.
Now, Goldfinger is one of those bands that have so much energy live on stage every time. So how are you guys consistent with that? You know, with over the years, you would think the body gets tired with it.
Drugs. We take drugs. I don't know, man. I think it's one of those things where it's like as you get older, you get a little more sore, but when you're on stage, you know what? All the pain is gone. The adrenaline is kicking in, and you see the crowd, and you see your bandmates, and they're like jacked up, and everybody's so excited, and you just go. And you don't think about it. And you're feeling pain, but you don't think about it. And you're just going and going and going and going and going. We're so excited to be doing this after 18 years of being a band. And then when you get off stage, that's when you're like, oh, my shoulder is killing me, or my knee, But when you go to bed. When you're on stage, all bets are off. Yeah. Pain, F it. Go. Go hard. Go harder. And we learned it from watching Fishbone. I remember when John and Charlie Paulson and John Feldman brought me to see Fishbone play live, and they were like, we want to be like this band. And if you've ever seen footage of old Fishbone, they went nuts. And I remember seeing them play and going like this. And they were like, we want to be like them. And I was like, yeah, we should be like them. And they're still doing it now. Yeah. They were just in Toronto where I lived for a little while, and they blew me away. They were still jumping around and moving around, and it's the music. That's the power of music. Yeah, exactly. Once you're on stage and the lights are on, you're go. It's like, and I see bands that are half our age and they're standing there doing their thing. I'm like, come on. And
on top of that, they're not playing their music.
Yeah, a lot of playback tracks and stuff. No diss on the bands on the Warped Tour. Kevin has a great ear for music.
Yeah, he definitely does.
And he's always on the cutting edge of bands that are going to become the next big thing, as is John Feldman. And it's exciting to be part of it this year.
Now, new album. You guys are working on your 7th album. So how is John working on it, or you guys are working with someone else? Is he finally not doing some producing?
That comes down to, again, pulling him out of the studio. He's got about 400 or 500 songs, literally, because he writes so fast and so proficiently.
I thought he had trouble writing.
No, not at all. Not at all. The guy can write a song on a table. Like, he's so good. He can write a song with this mic. He's this incredible, gifted songwriter. So when it comes time to do a record, he'll give us a batch of songs, and we'll record them, and then we'll go through them and try to figure out what's going to become the record. I know I did record 6 myself recently, about a year ago. So we got to like record another 7 or 8, and then we'll look at those songs and go, this is the record. Yeah. But again, it comes down to John pulling himself out of the studio and focusing on Goldfinger. Sometimes is a challenge.
Can we maybe expect this for this year, though?
Probably by the end of the fall, coming up on Christmas, we should have a new record. Okay. Well, fingers crossed.
Yeah, definitely.
It's going to be called Old Finger, or Drop the G, whatever. It has to be called that.
Do it. Do it.
I hope so. I've been trying for years to get it, but everybody's like, that's the dumbest name ever. I'm like, it's hilarious.
Watch, that record will be like platinum.
Yeah.
Because of the title.
Yeah,
and then people will listen to it, and then you'll have more fans.
Knock on wood. I just made that up.